Hey, what's going on Facebook Live? It's 8:30. I'm checking in on time today. Got a good one today. Just want to step in and talk to a lot of you about giving up before you even start. It's going to be big today, and I have a special guest that's even coming to join me today. Uh, Rochelle Ceballos. She is an awesome person, but before I get into who she is, let me talk to you guys a little bit about giving up before you even start. It's huge. A lot of people are guilty of this and have this fault where they give up before they start. Where you start throwing doubt into the picture, where you're not paying attention to what may be, you're only paying attention to what is, and what your fears are, what you think your fears are, what you think is fear. I always go back to talking about inner child and being a toddler. And when a toddler is learning to walk, a toddler is not ever doubting himself. No matter how many times that toddler falls down, that toddler will get back up, pick himself back up to try again and walk, because his mission is to actually walk. So it never gives up. So imagine if that toddler was to give up after falling a couple of times and it actually never learned to take those steps, never learned to walk. I would assume that it would adapt that attitude and that mental state to where they probably would never even learn to talk. It's crazy. It's the way they train the elephants. You could think about it. What you put into the mind, if you continue to attack the mind with that, the mind will start to believe it. They train elephants at an early age. They'll put a rope around the elephant's neck and tie the rope to a stake, and the rope will be shorter than the length of the elephant's legs. So every time the baby elephant tries to stand up, the rope will snatch the elephant back down to the ground. Well, enough of this creates a complex in the elephant's mind where the subconscious is always protected. When that rope hits that elephant's neck, it doesn't take much action to get that elephant to come into, do exactly what you wanted to do, to submit. But like I said, I got a guest today, and I'm not going to, wait any longer. I'm going to go ahead and let you know a little bit about her. She's a personal trainer, run coach, triathlete, and business coach. That is a full plate. Not a lot of people can even say that, they even have that many billets at all, but she wears a lot of hats. Really awesome person. Me and her are both partnered in the Hope Movement together, where we help other people evolve. And through the Hope Movement, she has, alone by herself, personally sent over 7.5 thousand servants to children in need that are dying of childhood malnutrition. And like I said, me and her, great friends, great person. I'm going to actually go ahead and bring her on the line and see if we can get her to... Is she on, Rochelle? Are you here? Okay, for some reason I'm not able to give me just a second, but we are here talking about quitting before you start. Sometimes you run into blocks, like right now, running into a block, but it's nothing, because sometimes you end up succeeding when you don't quit. If you continue on your journey and continue looking forward to the outcome and appreciate the journey and grow through your journey, then you'll be able to accomplish so much more. Okay, let me try to get you on again, Rochelle. Okay, they're not allowing me to bring Rochelle on right now. But what I'm going to do is we're going to have that segment. I'm going to find out what's going on with that, and we're going to actually have that segment. But we're still going to go into this. A lot of people actually do like to give up before they even start. They start throwing doubt into the picture because they struggle so long and so hard to get to where they are right now. They feel like that's where they should be. They're not worthy of moving forward. They're not worthy of so much more. So they settle. They don't see themselves being able to move any further than the position that they're already in. They fear the loss. They fear losing if they attempt to make that move and make that push. Me, myself, I used to do the same. I used to throw doubt in the picture and try to rule myself out. It's with that 5-second decision making that I like to bring up a lot. A lot of people need to implement and exercise the 5-second decision making. You can talk yourself out of a great decision within 5 seconds. The minute that you decide that you want to do something or something's a great idea, within the next 5 seconds, your ego will attempt to talk you out of it. So me, I have started to write those ideas down. Instantly write those ideas down. And that way I can revisit them and draw back to them with a fresher mind, instead of trying to combat myself right off the bat. You throw a lot of doubt in the mix when you throwing a lot of doubt in the mix will cause you to fall off track of what you're trying to do. Like if I had no doubt in my mind that this live today was going to go off without a hitch, I had no doubt. I was confident that it was going to go off without a hitch. Therefore, when it came to an issue where my live did not go off without a hitch, I was supposed to have Rochelle online, but you have to pick up the pieces and you have to keep moving. You have to improvise, adapt, and overcome. You have to, and that's something to say. I wanted to bring Rochelle online because she's real big when it comes to having drive. What compels her is so awesome. So when we do get this rocking to where I can bring her online, what compels her is so awesome. Her drive, for her to never give up and quit. I wanted you guys to hear that from her out of her own mouth, and her experiences. Her as a coach, business coach. Her as a run coach. Her as an athlete, period. A triathlete, period. I mean, it takes putting your foot forward. Your foot forward and not doubting yourself. Don't give yourself time to doubt. There's a race coming up, sign up immediately. Don't give yourself time to doubt. Now you're expected to be there. Now you're expected to be at that starting line. So now all you can do is prepare yourself. You can cry and moan about it the whole way to it, but you're on your way to it. You look even worse if you don't show. And winners show up. So if you're a winner, the first thing you must do is show up. 5-second decision making will help you with that. That's huge for a lot of people who are trying to grow their business. A lot of people will throw an idea down on the table. It'll be an awesome idea, but then you'll kill it within the next 5 seconds. Or some people, it's shorter than 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, I can't do this. Oh, no, I can't do that. That's one of those things. You know, I hear people all the time throwing doubt in the picture to where they're not able to make that move forward. And it's crazy because it's not it can happen to anyone. You know, it can happen to anyone. It's not a person who just has low self-esteem. Sometimes I catch myself doing it. But the fact that I know what it is, I'm able to address it. So the fact that I know what it is, off the muscle, it's like, okay, you're tripping. Now reevaluate this, because you know ego just stepped in and told you couldn't do it. There was no real evidence showing that you cannot do this. You came up with the idea. That means that there is a way that you can do it. Don't let your ego protect you and try to protect you and talk you out of it. That's right, Rochelle. You have to surround yourself, like you said, surround yourself with an amazing group of people. People who are going to lift you up. People who are going to tell you when you're wrong, give you insight, or give you some advice on what you can do to actually grow. You know, because that's the biggest thing, growth. A lot of people lose that, you know, the opportunity to grow, you know, and you get that opportunity when you go and you mix and you mingle with the right people, with that amazing group of people, like Rochelle said. See, that's what I love about when you got great friends. The live wouldn't allow me to bring her on like I wanted to, and she's still here. She's still like as if she was, you know, on the live with me, which she is, and that's a real friend. That's support. So the thing about it is, man, you have to find that amazing group of people. When you find that amazing group of people, then you can grow from that amazing group of people. You know, so stop doubting yourself. There's so much that you can learn from your own journey, but you got to take a step forward. You got to be like Rochelle Ceballos. You have to be like her. She gets every day. She's on a workout. I see her every day. She's on a workout, and I'm like, man, you know me. I drop the ball. It'd be 2 times a week. You catch me on a workout. You know, so and hers every day is every day, and that's the type of attitude you have to have. You have to have the attitude where you place routine. I always talk about how the brain loves patterns. So if you force yourself for a little while, go 30 days deep into doing into pumping this out and doing this, then you know what'll happen from that. Your brain will start to love that pattern. You'll become a junkie. You'll become an addict of that regimen. You will love it, every bit of it, because the brain loves patterns. You're going to hate the beginning. You're going to hate the start of it because it's not within the pattern of what the brain is used to. Yeah, you have a vision, have a strong vision. That's what keeps you going. Have a purpose, have a vision. You know, and if your purpose and your vision is to motivate others, then you know you have to go twice as hard, 3 times as hard sometimes, because somebody else is watching and they need they need your energy. I always say people need your energy, whether you know it or not. Showing up on these lives, people need your energy. Rochelle showed up on my live, needed that energy. People that show up in your life, you need their energy. Some people show up in your life and they're there just to be energy vampires. You need to be able to identify those people. So sometimes breaking down your crowd helps you to identify those people. But we all feed off of each other's energy. I like to look at it as a blanket. If I take this end of the blanket and move it this way in the air at a rapid pace, the rest of the blanket will follow and do the same thing. So that means whatever I do, any corner of it, if I'm this corner of the blanket and I'm tugged, then the rest of the blanket feels what's going on with me, because it feeds off of my energy. So I have to respect that and know that. So everything that I put out, everything that I speak about in my lives, everything that I talk about, I have to make sure that it's coming from a really good place, because you never know who's listening. You never know who's ready to take that step off of the ledge. You never know who's ready to change their life, change their diet, change their, there's a lot of people that are out here suffering, dying daily, and it's because of what they put in front of them at the dinner table, and they don't know it. And it's people like us that step in to help change that for them, that help suggest things that will change their lives. So don't ever doubt yourself from stepping into something, because you could be making a move that could change somebody's life. You could be doing something, just your journey could change not only your life, but someone else's life. You might not win, but someone else might be watching you and say, you know what, if he tried, if he got in there and did it, you know what, next time I'm doing it. You just motivated someone. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Just because you're not there to witness it doesn't mean it's not happening. My favorite quote is, old men who plant trees, but to never sit up under them is the greatest honor ever. To be able to plant a tree that will benefit a world that you won't even be here to see. Come on, man. That's beyond. That's deep. That's deep. That's really deep. For you to do something that you're not worried about seeing the outcome of. You just know what the benefit can be. You just know what the benefit can be. I mean, and in this game, I mean, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. Trust me, I know. To put that foot forward, it's not going to be. And I guarantee you, people are going to treat you different, and they're going to say you're insane. I guarantee you'll probably cry yourself to sleep at night, wondering, if you made the right decisions or if you made a mistake. Hey, but never stop believing in yourself, though. You can never stop believing in yourself. The world is full of naysayers, and all of them. I mean, all of them are eager to just shut you down. All of them. They're eager to shut you down. They don't want to see you transcend. They hate it. They want you to stay on the level where they are, because it gives them security. It makes them feel like they're okay. Makes them feel like they're okay. Now you're gonna have to be able to trample over what they're saying about you. That doesn't mean go join them so that it hurts less. By no means, don't go join them so that it hurts less. Be you. Be you. Don't be afraid to step forward. Stop doubting your moves. Stop doubting your moves. Be great. And like I always say, be your greatest version. I'm not going to hold you too much longer. I can talk all night, because this is one of my subjects. I love it. Stop doubting yourself. I've done it so much in my life. I wish I could have had my partner on, but you are going to get that side of Rochelle Ceballos, because I'm going to make it happen. Just so happen it didn't happen today, but it will happen in the near future. So everybody stay blessed, stay healthy, stay humble. Peace.